happy to get another win, and our kids coming off of a bye week and then a week of preparation. I think when we started, it was there were penalties. We weren't as clean as you would want to be, but I thought we played team football, and that's the thing in the mark of when you get into the point we are in the program is continuing to build, but also play together. And sometimes the offense needs to lean a little bit more defensively, and vice versa. But we continue to move forward in the ways that I saw improvement in a lot of areas. And we still got a long ways to go. And it's going to take a lot of hard work. But I know the group inside the locker room is anxious to do that. They're hungry to be their best. And we've got a lot of work to do between now and Ole Miss coming to town this next week. So I'm proud of their effort. He looked. And I may be wrong on the stats. It haven't handed to me this week, but I think we're 18-7 in our last 25 games now. And at the time going into that, that was 9th in the country in Power 5 schools over the last 25 games. So we've got a lot of really good things going here. Our kids are hungry to be better than we've been at any point. We're going to keep working to get there. I don't have any injury updates at this point, other than we'll. I know that Kelly's getting checked out now, and he did at halftime. He's getting checked out now, and I'll hopefully find out something later tonight. He was in great spirits, and our docs seemed like it was good news, but I don't want to go there until I get it confirmed. So proud of the win, proud of our guys' effort, and the things that they did to put us in position to win a game, and now we're on to the next one.
Barry, what was your opinion of the hit that Kelly got hurt on?
I probably should see it before. I know that one of our offensive linemen got beat, and it was a low tackle. But I'll take a look at it and then have an opinion after that. And I'm sorry that I don't. I've learned to take a step back and make sure that before I say something that I probably shouldn't.
They had converted 3 third downs on their first drive, and then you guys didn't allow another one the first half, and through all various ways. You had interceptions, you had plays for losses. Does that show the dynamic of this defense right now?
The crazy thing we had, on that first drive, we had the opportunity on 3rd down. We could have got off the field pretty quickly, but we didn't. One of our guys in coverage on the back, he didn't take him, and so they converted and then converted again. So it's so important you get in the 3rd downs and you find a way to get off the field, because usually the self-inflicted stuff that usually results in points. And but I think Coach Walters and the defensive staff, they put together, they've done a lot, and offensively too. But just the things that they've done over the last 4 weeks on putting our guys in position to play fast, and our kids understanding what they're supposed to do. I admire what they've done. They've been great teachers, and we went through some stuff this week. Coach Haley's is so important to our organization. His brother passed away, and that guy, he means so much to our program. And for him to stay here and do what he did, coach and lead and guide and mentor and love our kids, says a lot about him. Our prayers are with his family.
David Garrett seems to have a knack for being in the right place at the right time.
He's playing really, really well. Yeah, he's playing really well, and again, kind of hit the record button on what I said, 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, or 4 weeks ago. It's a thing he does every day in practice, and his instinctual feeling of how to go play is off the charts, and he's the heart and soul of our team.
Was the reasoning for sitting a lot of guys in the second half to score, or did you sense something about that game getting a little chippy at the end of the first half?
Both, yeah. And there was whatever it was at half, the 42. There's really, I want some other guys getting work because we're going to need them down the stretch, and so kind of went wholesale change at halftime and got the other guys in, and anytime you got the opportunity to do that, it's good, it's positive, number one, but also the standard of play, you don't want to dip off too far.
It looked like Kelly took some shots on your sideline as he was going out of bounds. Did those bother you? I don't know how close you were to the action.
We'll be able to look on video and see how far or where he was on the field, and then I know they were plenty of guys that had eyes on it, so they saw it the way they did.
Out of the younger guys that were shuffled into the second half, what do you see out of offensive lineman Bobby Lawrence that impresses you?
He plays hard. He's an effort guy, and from St. Joe, Missouri, that we took late. It's such a he's tall, 6'8"ish. He's really worked extremely hard in the weight room to put his body in position to play at that spot on the offensive line. He keeps getting better. It's important to him, and he's going to be a really good player for us here the next couple of years.
Here, you've been around Alberto's entire career. Just where does that touchdown catch rank for some of his more impressive ones?
Pretty good. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'd have to see the clip of all 20 whatever touchdowns he's had to see where it ranks, but it was good, nice ball placement. Great job getting the foot down, and good job controlling the ball. Still thought you were gone.
Drive some of mine.
What,
What-
third time with this?
What did you see out of Powell in the second half? And if you need to go with him, what's your confidence level?
Yeah, we won't change the playbook, which is good because he understands the way he's prepared. It was so limited, we called like 3 plays in the second half. So was it a fair assessment on what he can do? Not really. We need to get after it. And I've seen him enough in practice, but we need to give him, as he has last couple of weeks as a backup, he gets a lot of reps. So now the game reps, if we get to that, we expect him to play at a high level, but also, the 10 guys around that spot, they need to up their game too.
You mentioned in your opening comments that you have to have a defense that can carry the load for the offense at times and vice versa. You don't ever want to have a health scare to a quarterback, but is this defense able to carry as much of a load as you've had here? I mean, it's.
I'd rather, whatever it takes. I want to win by whatever it takes, 1 point or 32, whatever it is. If we end up and play smart and play well together, we're going to have a chance. But again, boring talk, but it goes back to our habits throughout the week of preparation, and then how we step out there and execute.
It didn't look like Trey Williams played tonight. Is he banged up?
He sprained his ankle on Wednesday in practice and thought we were going to be able to get him back, but game time decision was not in position. That he probably could have limped around a little bit out there, but wasn't the speed that he probably could have helped us.
I know there was a statement about Trajan pregame. Can you share anything about his situation?
I'm sorry that I can't.
How important was it that when Taylor's in there, he had the opportunity to throw a little bit?
I think we wanted to throw it a couple more, but Derek said, "What do you think?" Considering him don't throw the ball, so it puts us offensively kind of one-handed. So I was, the shot he had to Towski dove over the side. That was a nice ball. He did a couple other things. A couple other, what was he passing wise?
6 of 8.
He threw it a couple times. 6 of 8. So that's the one that stands out to me. I think he had a check down once to Nico when they were in Tampa 2, which was a good progressive read. I'm not real sure from there.
Was that you saying that you didn't want him to throw the ball, or was that Dooley saying?
In the conversation, through the course of the game and the series, we want to bleed the clock in the game the way it was, and then you got in the third down, and Derek said, "What do you think? You want to throw it, try to get the first down?" No, not really. Let's run it and run some more clock off, the way we need to.
In that West Virginia game when Nick Bolton had the pick six, you called it kind of a scheme play. You credited the scheme. Kale's first interception night kind of looked similar, just where it happened on the field and the type of play. How much of that was scheme and how much was Kale on that play?
I can't remember which one he scored on. Was it the one he tipped to himself, or was it?
I'm talking about the first one that he tipped to himself.
Yeah,
he
tipped
got
himself.
the one on
I'd like to give our player all the credit, but I'd also like to give her call all the credit. So perfect marriage between the two.
What did you like from Isaiah McGuire tonight?
Ooh, I don't know. I have to see. I know he played a lot of snaps, but he's got a chance as a freshman. He's been in a position he can play really all 4 spots up front, which is unique for a guy to be able to handle the mental workload to be able to do that. But he's going to play down the stretch for us. He's earned the opportunity to do that. I don't know about his production tonight. I'll have to look at him.
Hey, Coach, how valuable are using the wet footballs maybe once during the week when you sprays this afternoon, throughout the first quarter, some moisture in there, obviously some rain. Looked like Barker was having some issues. Kelly Bryant didn't seem to be bothered.
I think some of theirs were more snaps than the quarterback. It felt that way. Maybe I'm wrong. But you look at trying to prepare a team for whatever the conditions are, and I guess I assume everybody does that. So I thought, more than anything, it takes great mental focus and mental toughness and some resolve to, control anything environmentally around you, crowd size, weather, control any of that stuff, So I thought our guys focused. The ball wasn't on the ground, and I thought receivers caught the ball when it had the opportunity. Runners secured it, and I thought our quarterback, both of them, I thought they played pretty efficiently as far as ball control is talked about.
Coach, what about Kelly's performance first half? 12 of 19, 3 touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown.
Yeah, I thought he played a little bit better than he did the previous time we were out there, and he's done that each week in my estimation. So I think next week he'll play a little better than he did this week, and that's kind of the way that he's worked into it. He understands the role, what we need him to do. Made smart throws, good reads, and then he's a tough kid.
So he's going to be available?
I don't know that. I'm hoping.
Okay,